Come on!
And now, our feature presentation.
This is Ed McMahon. And now, here's Andrew.
Andrew Z. I love that Andrew Z. I said Andrew Z. In the morning, it's time to wake up. Andrew Z. In the morning, yeah. Come on!
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. It is Thursday, February 11th, 2021. The year of our Lord. We've got Demetrius Nicodemus, Chris Tiefel, Ashley P, Donny P.
Good morning.
And producer George is here as well. It's time to lick it like we don't have the COVID. Let's go.
Andrew Z. In the morning. Woo!
What's up, everybody? Good morning.
Morning.
Hi. Oh, it's so nice. Such a nice day today. So
What
cold.
the hell was that?
I don't know. I hate the cold weather. Can I say that? Like, I can't stand it. Like, I'm from California, and
really, California?
Where you
I
from?
live in California.
Bingo. Where? What did your mom and you used to do? And like, what station did you listen to when you were a kid? Like,
It's
what
one of
was-
one.
You lived in Ohio longer than you lived in California.
That is true. I don't know. I can't get used to the cold. I just don't like it. I don't like
No
going
one
out
can.
in it.
You're
Really?
a fat man.
This
20
shit is a-
less degrees, fat man king.
I don't know. Okay. I
All
don't
right,
know.
You seem to be working some shit out, Chris.
Well, I'm not a fat man, but I like the cold weather. So I don't know.
Really?
Man,
Yeah.
that's.
Well,
I
this
don't
is
know.
a little extreme. It's starting to get a little extreme. And also, if we're not going to cancel school or get snow days, it's like, okay, now it's time to be done. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pretty much guarantee you have seen the end of snow days. Thank you,
I know.
COVID, for letting people know that you can still go to school from home.
Yeah, it's crazy. I
It
think
is.
that's ridiculous, though. Like, come on, every kid deserves a snow day when they live in the worst weather places in the world, like
That was-
anywhere.
That was back when it was a reward for having to travel through all this shit.
Yeah,
That was back then, but now there is no. You don't have to anymore. So guess what, kids? Now when I talk about snow days, it'll be like Bigfoot and Santa Claus. It'll be awesome. You'll be like, "What? I don't remember those things."
Snow days. What are those, Dad? Those
Yeah.
sound
What's a snow
cool.
day?
What's a snow day? Is that like a day that it snows? No, son. There was a time when it would snow so hard that we wouldn't go to school and we would just play. Shut up.
Well, and the other thing too is many people have learned how to work from home. So now you don't even get a snow day if it's a level what
Right.
level 3 or whatever.
Yeah,
right.
You have to go to work now because you just have to jump on your computer.
Yeah, you gotta fucking call in and be like, look, I'm calling with a flat tire from my living room. I can't make it to dude, I can't find my other flip flop. I can't make it across the hall. It is
I got cramps. I can't get out of bed. Leg cramps. I can't do it. It's funny. My talking about the kids. When you get a divorce, then obviously you're going to spend less time with your kids. We talked about at least 50% of your time is gone with them. Now, if you're
Look
the
at you
dad,
talking about the benefits.
if you're the dad over the mom, chances are you've going to spend more than 50% of the time away from your kids because normally the woman, the ex-wife or the mom rather, will have the primary residency. So you'll get them every other weekend or when Wednesdays or whatever weird schedule you work out with your ex. So the one unintended consequence that you are their father, you are the man in their life, but because you're not the primary usually, then now all of a sudden a random dude, if she's with another dude, sees your kids more than you see your kids. They become the primary father, which that's
No, they don't.
unintended
No, they don't.
consequence.
That is not. They are not the primary father. That is never, ever, ever, ever a thing. They may be a constant male figure in that house, and who knows how long that's going to be. You know, you've lived with your ex. You know how well she does with relationships. So how long is that going to last?
You're
right?
not talking. You're saying in general, right?
Yeah, in general.
Okay.
And so like he could just be a placeholder for the next ass who comes in through the house. But you are always dad. Like, and
you're right.
That is when you have to have a conversation with that man, and you lean in real close and you whisper something that maybe doesn't make sense, but sounds like a threat. Like, I like biscuits with butterflies. And then just lean back and go, do you know what I'm saying? And then walk away. You know,
I guess I mean it doesn't mean that there's something nefarious going on, like they're trying to take over. I just mean in time wise, they become the primary the person spending the most time with your kids in time. I don't mean taking over the dad role. Well, I don't mean taking over the dad role necessarily, but time wise, because they're with their mom, then they're going to be spending more time with their kids. All that being said, really has nothing to do with what I was saying. It's more of a it was more of a side note. But luckily, my kids they have a good stepdad. I have no issues with him. He and I don't talk a whole lot, but he's good to the kids. We say hi when we see each other. It's not an adversarial relationship. So all that being said, I was on Facebook this morning, and there was a great post on there from my kid's stepdad, Robert, and I don't know if I sent it to Georgia. I don't know if she can put the post up on the screen, but there's a picture of a note and a $5 bill. Now, my daughter Kinsley, who's in 4th grade, she's got a hamster named Paisley, and normally, I guess he and her, they have their routine, which is cute. They normally clean the cage together of Paisley's cage together, the hamster. Well, this time around, she just got busy and forgot to clean it. So he cleaned it for her. Or is he showing it? He cleaned it for her. So she left him a note in a 5 spot. Said, thanks for cleaning the cage. Here you go. Funny.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
Give him a little tip. But look at Demetrius. What?
I don't know. It's cute on the surface, but if you delve into it, she thinks she could just get out of things by slipping people money. Is this a thing? Smart. Like he just slides up to people and she goes, "Hey, bro, sorry, I didn't. Hey, thanks for covering me at work. Here's 20. You good shit, bro. Good looking out."
She figured out how capitalism works at such a young age.
It's so I thought that was funny.
Did you call her and go, "Where's all my money? Where's
I know
the money. How about what you owe me?"
So I woke up to that this morning. I haven't had a chance to call her yet because it's only 6 o'clock and she's not up. But anyway, anyone else getting? My mom says it's Kinsley for you. She's got a kind heart. She's a kind-hearted soul. Anyone else got anything going on?
I almost broke my neck yesterday.
Oh God.
Or what I thought I was I thought I broke my neck.
What you thought was your neck? Yeah. It was your ankle? Or what?
No. Dude, I sneezed and pulled every muscle in the back of my neck.
Dude.
And it dropped. I was like this. Oh great. I'm on the kitchen floor. I'm like, I'm paralyzed. That's it. That's just that is, and it wasn't like I strained, I wasn't lifting anything. I just was expelling spores from my nostrils. I just sneezed. And I was done for the rest of the day.
You thought it was the end? You thought it was the end?
I couldn't move. There were so many things that I didn't realize that Like my movements included my neck. It was absolutely horrific. If my son decided he wanted to take my wallet and my car keys, he could have done that yesterday, and I would have been powerless to stop him.
Oh my God.
He could have just kicked the phone like 5 feet away from me and walked the fuck out of the house.
What's up, old man? I'm leaving. Here's a 5 spot.
I've seen so bad. I've seen so bad where like my entire body just goes like in a tingling, numbing sensation all over everything. Where you never think about a sneeze just involving every fiber of your being.
Yeah,
but it can, and it is freaky.
It's amazing that you say that because I thought I was the only one, and because like to where like I know when I know a sneeze is coming. Like I even try to hold it in because I know that
that's unhealthy.
There's a chance it could take my whole body out. So
but I feel like it hurts worse to hold it in than it does to let it out.
The longer you hold it in, the worse it's gonna be.
But like it feels painful. Like I just did like 2 minutes ago, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah,
like, my whole body just went like.
Oh my God! Okay, so why does that happen to us?
Dude, you want to talk about something that really makes you question your physical capability to live on this planet. It is being disabled by a sneeze. It is when you are literally just laying on the ground because you sneezed. You're like, I could have never made it as a caveman. People would just wait for me to sneeze and then fucking eat me. Like, it's the worst thing in the world.
Wow,
Kara would have come home and she would have been like, "Get your ass up." You're
exactly.
Fine.
You know, and there was no sympathy. I was like moving around, like barely moving, and she was like, "What happened to you?" And I was like, I sneezed and totally immobilized myself. And she was just like, "Well, that sucks, huh?"
Yeah.
What if you were home for a weekend? Let's say Kara was out of town and she took your son with her and you were home alone, and that happened, and you're laying on the ground for like 3 days, and you just end up.
They would have come back to a dehydrated, starving D.
I know. All from
terrifying.
I would have had to lure an old lady with one of those medic alert buttons into my house. And
you know what? That's really what we should have got you, D, for your birthday. Screw a T-shirt.
I know.
A life
alert. Dude, it is horrible when you get to an age where all you do is think about what would happen to you if you were found this way. Like I try to shower as quick as possible and put pants on. Just so, like, if I drop, I'm not naked in the shower.
Yeah. I tend to sleep naked or just with undies on, my panties.
So wait, your sheets are your underwear?
D's at an age when if he's home alone, he's got to be just a little bit more careful.
Right, right. I'm really communicative with people when I'm home by myself, and they're like, "Hey, just like that's the one thing. Like nobody will go, oh, he just stopped texting me, and we need to look for him because I just stopped texting everybody. I don't care.
Sends a regular text. I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm okay. I'm still alive.
Yeah.
I feel like this might be like TMI.
Well, okay, let's see. But has anyone else thought of this? Like, so if you sleep in your
I had advice. I had advice for you really quick.
Oh, go.
Really quick. So when I feel like this would be on my bingo sheet. When I used to work at the hospital,
everyone should have a bingo sheet. They should come up with their own bingo sheet.
I feel like I've said it too much, but so like we worked with the ER or whatever, and my piece of advice is, so whenever I go out in public, like make sure you're like cleaned up, make sure you got clean undies on, because if something really bad happens to you, like those people are going to see all your stuff. So like get yourself ready when you go out.
First of all, if you got a bus barreling down on you, the last thing you're going to do is go, well, I had clean undies on. You're shitting yourself. That's exactly. Yeah.
Like well, listen, they can tell if they were clean before. They'll be able to tell.
If you jump out in front of a bus and then they find you with clean undies on, it's because you jumped. You weren't scared of this bus.
Oh, it's funny.
See, no,
Yeah,
I don't like the fact that Ashley just said that they can tell if they were clean pre-accident. See,
Well,
now
because you can
I
just
would say it was the
tell.
accident. They're like, no, we know, bro.
No, yeah,
Yeah, nice
they're
try.
not like
How-
they're
how
not like
much-
this. It's like 3 layers of other poop here.
How much stat
So-
experience do you have, Ashley, that you're able to tell?
So wait,
What?
hold on.
So how much feces experience do you have that you're able to tell if the underwear
Oh
was
my
dirty
God!
prior?
You would not.
If you're
you
a
would,
parent, you have lots of feces experience.
well,
Here's
yeah,
my
and
plan,
then-
okay.
Yeah, you have no idea, Teeple. Oh my
Go
God.
ahead.
Here's my plan, you guys. So if I have, so let's say, I hope I'm never in an accident, but let's say I'm in one. It's not that bad, but I still have to go to the ER, and I wasn't wearing clean undies. I'm gonna go ahead and shit my pants on the way. That way. I was just so scared.
See,
Even if it wasn't an
And you
accident,
just gotta work it in there really
Yes.
good too.
even
Yeah.
if it wasn't an accident shit worthy, you do that just to cover up the old.
you know what? And I think maybe if you did that, like it would get you seen a little bit quicker if you ended everything with like I shit myself. Like if you were like,
At the
I have
end,
a really bad headache and I shit myself.
you're gonna go in before the guy that's just got the headache.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I broke my arm and I shit myself. You're ahead of the dude with the
That-
broken arm.
That dude got a gunshot wound to the gut. This guy shit himself. Let's get him in. Get him in.
Yeah, and it makes
Oh my God,
it makes the ER staff's job a little bit more interesting. Like it's like a riddle for them. Like, what do you think, nurse? Were these clean before, or is
Yeah.
this?
They play an ER game, clean before or after.
What do you think? What do you think happened here, ladies? I know this is a pretty boring hospital. I just wanted to give you a story.
You see, Rick Jones makes a good point. If you're going to the hospital for something that you like, let's say you used Gorilla Glue on your head or something, I don't know, whatever. If you think it's lawsuit worthy, if you do poop your pants, it is worth an extra money in the lawsuit for sure. Because what
Oh my
jury is going to be like, this poor guy? Not only
Yeah.
did he glue his weave to his head, but he also pooped himself. So that's
And then,
Right.
extra money
yeah.
in the lawsuit.
because she could sit up on the stand and be like, "And Your Honor." And when I realized it wasn't coming out, I shit myself.
Yes.
And they're like, "Say no more, ma'am. $100,000."
Do your mic is kind of coming in and out. I don't know what's going on with you.
But- I don't know.
But-
I've noticed since I've gotten into my 30s, since I got into my mid to late 30s, that I wake up injured. Like I'll wake up with a
Yeah.
mysterious scratch, or I'll wake up with my back hurting, or I'll
That's
wake
not
up
a mysterious
like, I don't know.
scratch. That's a victim. Stop saying it. You just woke up with 3 nail marks across your face.
No, it's
really?
like on my leg or something. It's weird. It's like
Yeah.
I'll wake up already injured for the day, and I
That's
don't
called
feel
bed bugs,
it's so
people.
weird.
That's funny.
Just
So-
kidding.
But my point back to me sleeping with just
We got
Did
past
you
that,
see
Andrew.
how we were trying to get past that?
I know,
Did you
but I have
see
a-
how we all banded together
but I have a question.
and steered it from
Yeah.
your
That was the
naked
best
ass
effort.
underneath the
We
sheet?
all locked arms and we said,
Yes.
"No way, not
Yes.
today."
We have-
Andrew.
We have never
We
had
do
a
not
better
want to
team
visualize
building.
it.
We've never had a better team building experience than that right there.
Like, we didn't even have to say anything to each
Right.
other. All we had to hear was, "I sleep naked," and we all looked at each other's eyes and went, "We need to stop this
Well,
by
He
any
did not-
means necessary."
well,
Not
no,
only just that, he said with his panties.
Pants.
on.
Yeah,
With his hands.
so
Yeah.
we all knew. We all looked at each other and went, "Wow, we don't want to hear this."
okay, first Josh has got a great point. That person that dumped hot coffee down their pants years ago, I bet they did everything after dumping it. Pissed, shit, hit a dog, a tree, max out payment, baby.
Yeah, well,
out.
she was 78. She would have done that anyway.
Yeah, that's a day that ends in DAY.
Yeah.
Okay,
78 in 1982, and 78 in 2021. So she definitely
Yeah.
shit her pants.
Yeah,
That is-
I
that
feel
is
like if she
true.
was already wearing Depends, it wouldn't have been so bad for her because of the absorption.
it is kind of crazy that I don't know what's going on with. So I think we talked about this before, and it's what maybe it's the diet that we have now. But you look at like I'm like my age. Of course, it's not my real age, but my age, my numeric age is 50 something. And that's
Your
the
real
same,
age.
that's the same age as the skipper on Gilligan's Island when he was on, and we thought Skipper was old. He's gray hair, he's old. So there's something going on. Like
Is anybody
he
gonna
had to
tell
do-
him? Do we tell him or do we just let him go?
What?
We're just gonna let him believe that he looks so much better than the skipper.
Yeah.
You do. No,
Andrew,
Andrew looks
look
young,
at
I
your-
think.
No.
Look at your goatee.
I have
Look
too
at
many
your
people.
goatee. If you had hair, you'd have gray hair.
I had too many people tell me though that I don't look my age. So I know that's the case.
I love
Yeah,
that.
were these people you were paying?
Oh, stop. My point is, you look at that coach. You look at the coach that won the Super Bowl. The dude is 68. He does not look like he's wearing a hoodie, and he doesn't look like a 68-year-old. My point is, for some weird reason, it's different now. Ages are different now than they were.
You
A
can't
few
compare
decades.
looking your age to the skipper. The skipper had to deal with the Gilligan. That would age anyone prematurely.
The Gilligan. You make it sound like he had the herpes.
He did.
It's like he woke
did.
up with the Gilligan.
That island was
He-
one giant STD, and you know it.
He slept with Ginger, and he was like, "Great, I got the Gilligan."
I guess I don't know enough about this to understand that joke. So, phew.
It's like saying the Facebook or the Twitter.
Yeah.
We sound old.
But you don't think the people now that are the same age as
No.
what they used to be, they look younger. I mean, and people are doing things longer, like they're not retiring.
People
I
exercise.
think it's
People exercise more. People spend more time spend more time doing stuff. It's
I don't know if that's it. Maybe.
And I think it's-
Johnny.
I think
and I
it's
think
all
we
the
have
food.
examples too. I'm
What's
sorry,
it?
Gina.
No,
I think
no,
we
you
have
go
like
ahead.
examples of people like in the last 20 years who hit a certain age and decided to like say, I'm not gonna start dressing like my grandpa did. I'm not gonna start doing this certain thing. So we kind of have these examples that we're gonna like just people want to act young, dress young, look young, and then we just believe it. Because like if you like Andrew, like you always say, if you walk into like you own the place, people are gonna just accept it. So if you walk in like you're not 60, people are like, that guy looks pretty old for 45, but they're not gonna think you're 60.
right. This is true. Are we gonna say, Gina?
I think it's the preservatives in our food. I think we're preserving ourselves before death.
Yes, there we go.
You know what? I think it is that we're all aging together, and we don't see the
Yeah.
change. When we saw
Yeah.
when we saw the skipper, we were young fucking kids, and we were like, "Holy shit, that guy is old. What was he doing out on that boat in the first place?" We thought 50 was old. We thought 51 was old. And then we all started getting close to the 40s. And everybody who was around our ages looked the same as we did. And now we're like, we don't know that what? Why is everybody saying that everybody's looking different? We all look the same.
I'm gonna have George, if she can, pull up two examples on the fly. One of them is the skipper from Gilligan's Island. Pull up a picture of the skipper, and I'm gonna prove to you it's not just in our minds.
Please.
Pull the
Yeah,
skipper.
but
Please.
what we need to do is we need to have a panel of kids from our age when we were watching the skipper
I am.
to tell. No, I'm talking about a panel of kids to make the determination, because Dee's right. We're looking at it as we age together, and we're looking at, oh yeah, you don't look so bad, but I bet you a 10-year-old's going to go, you look old as fuck.
No.
Right.
But if you it takes you don't have to have any perspective. You just look at the pictures. I'm telling you, watch. If she can pull up a picture.
I mean, I feel like I'm a good medium. I'm the size of a 10-year-old, and I don't know what you guys are talking about. So let me be the judge.
Okay.
I'll tell you honestly.
So that's the skipper. I don't look like the skipper.
You
You
100%
don't
look like
him.
the skipper.
That's what I'm saying. You
Oh
look
my
like
God. And I guarantee you we can find a picture of you wearing that fucking hat.
you can't.
I mean, we
throw a
literally
polo
have a
and
picture of
hat
him
on you.
wearing a hat like that.
You guys, give me a better example, because I could see
Okay,
how he would look. 50.
I'm gonna give you another one.
guy.
Archie from All in the Family. We were the same age. He's the same age on the show that I am now.
Well, yeah, he looks way older in the show than.
Yeah. So, but I'm just those are two examples that everyone would know. She's gonna pull it up. I know. You look at Archie from All in the Family. My mom says people are generally more aware of their health now, which is a contributing factor to how you look.
I think that's true too, and I think we got so afraid of looking old that we've done everything we can to avoid looking old. Like we stay out of the sun, we do sunblock, we moisturize, we do all the things that we try to do to not look older. Eat healthier.
Yeah, so here's Archie from All in the Family. Come on, we're the same age.
Oh my God, you use a prop shot from the show. Like, what's a regular picture of Carol O'Connor look like with him not fucking all grayed up in a fucking shirt like that? He looks like you piece of shit.
Okay, just to be fair, he definitely looks 50. Andrew,
Really?
you look more like 40,
Okay,
like between 40 and 45.
49. Shut up, Demetrius. You know what? I'm not trying to make a point with you guys. I know the truth. I don't need to convince this panel of
Yeah,
assholes.
the Cedar Point workers told him.
Yes, I don't need
Right.
I don't need to convince this panel of assholes.
Yeah,
I
okay.
know the truth. Go ahead,
Let
Donny.
me help you, Andrew.
Go ahead.
To move this a little further, Andrew it's accepted and known that we all look younger than we are. The question is, why do we?
Right?
That's what we're trying to work out. Is it our food? Is it the camera's filter that we look through?
Maybe.
I think cameras too, for sure.
Okay, real quick. I want to finish the story that I was saying about me. So I sleep most of the time. It's in underwear. It's not naked.
Dude, so anyway, has anybody noticed that Speedway is hiring? Like, it is, they can't seem to find good people. They are doing on the spot, give you a shirt job offers at the Speedway.
I would love to work at the Speedway.
It was anything but a naked Andrew story.
But no, here's my point real quick, and I'll get past that part. Has anyone ever thought of, besides me, that what if there's a fire or something happens and you have to run outside? It's going to take extra time to find clothes. Okay, I'm not the only one. I have to find clothes.
That's why we sleep in clothes, dummy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just talking to a coworker about the other day. Is like, we sleep pretty much fully clothed because in case of emergency, I'm not trying to get caught bare-assed. So, especially when it's this cold out.
Well, yeah. Okay. See, I've thought about it, but I still don't put clothes on. But I have thought.
That's the whole reason I put the stickies on the bottom of my tub on there.
Wait, is that the captain?
Not the skipper.
I slipped one day in the shower and almost like fell and hit my head. And so I realized after that probably nobody's coming to look for me for at least a few days. And then if they do find me, I'll be stark ass naked. So I was like, I put the stickies on there just to make sure that I don't die in the shower.
What?
The little stickies on the bottom of the shower, you know, that keep your
The grippers.
keep your footing.
Nothing
Wait.
makes you sound older than calling the grippers stickies.
Yes.
I got those stickies on that there shower.
You know what?
Tifo's going the opposite way. He's actually looking and acting older than he is.
Yeah.
You're gonna
It's
have
like
one of
reverse
those
Benjamin
walk-in
Buttoning.
bathtubs.
Like I'm this close to getting one of those shower chairs.
Oh, dude.
He wasn't
People,
sitting.
you really want to be single the rest of your life, don't you?
I don't see how the shower chair changes my relationships. If anything, here,
Oh,
let's have a
Christ.
seat in the shower.
Yes,
Come on.
that's right. As long as you're
I'll give you a
dating
shower
fucking
bench.
senior citizens, I mean, that's a plus, right? You could go, hey, lady, I got a place for you to sit and watch. So we can park
They
your
are-
walker right out here. I got
They are
that.
looking a lot younger.
There might be a certain demo that's
interested
interested
in
in
the
that.
shower.
Oh, all right.
They are
So
looking
anyway,
younger, so
So yeah, the 7. Jesus, people. It's 7 o'clock. The fact that you even thought about putting a shower chair in just to take a shower.
You know what?
they
I
don't
really
just sell
feel
those
like
to
he just
anyone either.
has. I totally feel like he just has a folding chair in his shower until he's like, until he can save up enough money to actually have one put in. He's got his
All right.
gold chair, and he's just like, oh yeah.
Just from the VFW, one of those chairs.
One of those.
Sorry to do this. Sorry to do this to you, Demetrius, but I want you to picture what the imprint on that chair looks like.
I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys not feel like it's the height of luxury to sit while you shower?
No. I
mean, I
don't.
guess it depends on which way you look at it. So maybe, sure, if you want.
I
But
would-
I feel like it's a luxury to still be able to stand. So
It's
I'll
not
take the
it's not
chair
a
life when I'm
luxury.
old.
I would
It's
feel
not a
more like
luxury. It's lazy.
I would feel more like
Well,
I'm
luxury is about
Luxury-
laziness. Sorry.
Yeah, luxury and lazy kind of.
Yeah.
I would feel like I'm drowning because I don't want to. My head has to be above the spray. Like
Yeah.
You know what I really need in my shower?
Wash your head?
A cot. I just want a cot so I can lay down and casually wash my thighs while I'm
Like
horizontal. And
I want to be like a
sleeping.
walrus.
D, you're onto something. No one's invented that yet. Like a mesh cot, you hang it in there. You got your little sprayer.
The shower cot.
I'm in.
Don't give my husband any ideas. I feel like he would totally try to pull that one on us.
now, a shower cot. Haven't you just invented a bath?
No, because in a bath you're laying in your own. A bath you're laying in your own filth.
Yeah.
In a shower, it's cascading down and down the drain.
Yes.
Do you guys
That's
like this is more of a question for Gina, but like, and then maybe for Colleen or
Uh-huh.
like, do you guys like baths? I feel like baths are just not for me. And everybody says
it's not-
take a bath to relax. I'm like, oh God, what?
I don't
What?
have time. Colleen loves baths. Colleen takes baths all the time.
Oh. Do
I
you have a
don't
giant
have-
bathtub?
Well,
feel like-
there's a couple reasons though. Like one is I am fat. Like sitting in the bathtub, I don't need a lot of water. It comes right up. Getting out's really hard. It's not. And the older I get, the harder it gets. And I'm not trying to call anybody in the bathroom to help me. Like that's not happening. But it's I don't have time. I have to get in and out of the shower in under 10 minutes. Like I got the shit down to a science. Like I think everybody has a way they shower. When you get in, do you have like every time you like start at like hair down, like everybody has a way. And I have to get in. It's like I got to get in, get out. I got 10 minutes in the shower, and that's it. There's no.
I only get
bath.
10. I only get 10 minutes every 5 days, so I totally know how. you
Yes.
feel.
I feel like
Exactly.
I feel like it's like when you mow the lawn. You mow the lawn one way, and then the next time you have to mow it the other way, so the grass doesn't grow in that direction. So I go top
Okay,
down or I
we
go
don't get
bottom
a
up.
chance to mow the lawn every shower, people. If that's
Yeah,
what you're
there's
Oh,
no-
no, I'm talking about that. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I think Donny and Dubs will tell you there's no time for lawn mowing once you have kids.
Tevil's already got a strategy for cutting his grass when he gets it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Donny P.
He's already bought his New Balance.
Ash, I wasn't going to go there, but you just admitted to it. So I was going to say when you say people recommend taking a bath to relax and you think it's gross, they haven't taken into account how long it's been since you last took a bath or a shower.
Real funny, Don. Real. funny.
That's why you got to cover the surface with bubbles so you don't see that nastiness rising up.
I remember Colleen will take a bath multiple times a day if she could.
What?
Yeah, she'll take 2-3 baths a day. And what she does, she takes her phone with her. Like she does her work from her bath. Like she'll sit in there. Like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm working. She'll be sitting on her phone working from the bath, and she'll sometimes take 3 a day. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
You must have a nice bathtub.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say.
She's not yet. She's not.
Josh, yes.
I'm okay with that, Josh. I am 100% okay with looking like that. Shower hammock. You're doing it.
You look like a whale when they're moving the whale from
I
captivity.
know.
to
You
SeaWorld.
got to keep them wet, boys. Make sure you're distributing the water equally over the skin.
Oh my God, that's hysterical, Josh. I could just see you've been Tiva laying in the shower with a hammock.
I know. Like it would require like Greenpeace volunteers and a helicopter, and they would be talking about how fucking weird it was that this whale had gotten into this human bathroom.
Fine.
All right, it's
Hey, Colleen, do you at least shower before you take the bath?
no.
What? Who would do that?
I mean, if she's taking 5 baths a day, she doesn't need to. Who cares?
Yeah, but that first one
clean.
is ew.
All right, it's just past 7:00. Thank you if you're listening live, watching live. Thank you so much. We do appreciate it. If you're listening to the podcast. We appreciate that as well. But if you want to listen live, we're 6:30 to 7:30 every morning. Make sure you share the feed. Make sure you give us a 5-star review. Make sure you share the podcast, however you listen, and make comments. We do appreciate it a lot. All right. So on this platform of thousands of people that we have, we are adding a couple new shows. And one of them is Cannabitches. These are women in this community that are leaders of the community or business women. You know, they have responsible jobs. They're career-driven women. They have families. They have kids, but they also smoke weed. And as we know, it's becoming more and more accepted. Like if you're gonna like arrest someone for smoking weed, it just seems weird to me. It's kind of like you're being an asshole cop because smoking weed is not a big. Most people I know smoke weed, and I did this exam. Like I would walk up to random people because I was talking to to a weed guy, and we were talking, and like 4 people we asked, they all smoke weed. Like all 4 of them. It wasn't so. It's not taboo, and it's not a small amount of people. It's a lot of people. But anyway, so Cannabitches is going to be launching here on the platform in the next couple weeks.
Nice.
The other show that's going to be launching is a show with psychic medium John Tursky.
So fun.
And he's going to be doing readings and doing cool stuff. And John is actually on to say hi to us this morning and just kind of hang out with us as we get set to launch his new show a week from this Monday. What's going on, John?
Hi, good morning.
How are you?
Exciting.
Good. A little sad I didn't get the part for Cannabitches, but I guess I'll do that.
Just add water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you smoke weed, John?
Yeah.
Partake? Do you partake? No, but let me ask you this.
You're asking him to incriminate himself in a state where it's not legal.
Yeah, but it's not
I do live in Michigan.
Yeah, he lives across the border.
Oh.
Okay.
It's not taboo. Is it still taboo?
So do we. All of us. We all live in Michigan.
It's not taboo anymore, is it? I don't
No, I don't.
I mean,
think
it is if you have a put on pants to go to work job, they still will fire you for it. So that's one of the things about Cannabitches is it's anonymous because they can't show their faces right now, which is really stupid. It's like I can thankfully I own my own business, so I can sit here and say I pop edibles like they're candy. Their shit's good and I love them, and that's what I do. You do? Yes. Oh, I love it. I my anxiety is over the roof, especially with this whole pandemic. It like really kicked it into high gear. So, I'll eat edibles all day long. I don't give a shit.
I feel like edibles would give me more anxiety, but
it just depends. Don't just like the first time you eat it. People go all in the first time, and this is my advice to you: like, do not go all in the first time. Take a little bit at a time, because if you just eat the whole thing, like you take a whole gummy to your face, you're going to be praying to God to unhide you. Like that, you're going to be laying there like, please God, just take this away. And if you're Narcan for weed, because I need it right now, God, like that, you will do. Don't just take like 5 at a time, guys. 5 milligrams at a time. That's all you need.
We got a guy here that talks to the dead. We got a freaking necromancer on the show, and we're talking about weed.
I mean.
So there's someone's got an echo. I don't know what that is, but anyway, good. Fix it. Demetrius, you've been awfully quiet. I don't know
what. I mean, I will tell you, Gina.
Are you looking down on us as sinners?
Oh God, no! Are you kidding? I will say Gina has given probably the most sage advice in the world that could probably be applied for everybody throughout their entire life, and that is don't take the whole thing to the face. Do it in bits and pieces. Try a little bit at a time. Just don't take you should have a t-shirt and it should be like, your life, don't take a whole gummy to the face. And I'm like that makes sense.
Yeah.
That
I'm
makes
gonna
sense.
adopt it as a life motto.
Yeah. I'm gonna that's what I'm gonna start telling my kids when they ask me for shit. I'm gonna be like, hey, don't take a whole gummy to the face. They're gonna be like, what the fuck does that mean? And I'm gonna go, you can come to me when you figure it out.
Absolutely, it's a life lesson. You got I don't give you the answer. You've got to.
I think you're right. I think you should. There's only very few things you should take the whole thing to the face. Like very few.
I can think of one right off the fucking bat.
I also thought of that one too. Yes.
Stop
yes.
fucking around with the top of it. Just get
Take it
on
to the
it.
face.
I don't want to see you like this isn't the prelim to a movie. I want to get right into the fucking plot.
Well, and now I just thought of a great thing to do to your kids. Just start dropping weird bits of wisdom and say, look, you're gonna figure this out through life. That butterfly sandwiches are delicious, but I'm gonna let you figure out what that means.
Yep.
But shouldn't it actually mean something though? Or
No,
should it not?
no,
It's nonsensical.
Point.
No, it's the search.
That's
Search
the
for
funny.
meaning.
It's a search for
The kid will be like 32 years old on a random Wednesday, and it'll just click.
Yep.
You'll be like, holy crap, Dad was right.
He'll be batshit high off of peyote in the middle of some cow field, and then he'll go, oh, butterfly sandwiches are delicious.
But it's just playing a trick on him. You just give him wise advice that makes no sense. But you package
You're
it.
really playing the long game. Like my kids don't remember when I say, "Hey, go brush your teeth," and they're 5 minutes later, like, "Oh, I forgot." Like my kids are gonna remember butterfly sandwiches in 32 years, dude.
So,
So anyway, John, what's going on with you, man?
Not too much. Not too much. Just enjoying the good life.
Now, are you at home right now? What the fuck is that behind you?
I know. Are you doing this from the museum?
What is it? Okay. All right, everyone. What does it say? What does it say about a person when you have that? What is that thing? What do you call it?
Isn't that the Buddha?
I mean, you guys,
Imhotep.
you
A Pier
invited
1
a
discount?
medium on
Wait,
to the show.
Thank you.
I mean,
You got to have
I
some
said
kind of background.
yeah,
I mean-
you invited a medium onto the show, and you're like, "What's that beautiful piece of artwork behind you?" Well, what do you think?
It's a conversation
necromancy
piece.
shit.
It's spiritual. It's spiritual. I like it.
I think it's.
I would have a steak cut in half, cooked to a nice pink, and then people would be like, "What's that for?" And I'm like, "Cause I'm a medium."
Well, sorry, Demetrius. I don't have a catch-all room I can just sit in right now.
But that room looks dope as hell, though.
I know. No,
Yeah.
it does. It does. It looks like a good room to just sit and chill on the couch and
smoke weed.
Like when it's dark though, like you ever forget it's there and you walk into the room, you're like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Punch it right in the face.
I know. I did. There's a light.
Things hanging
There's
on my wall is the last thing I'm worried about.
Oh,
Okay,
there's
so does being high enhance your medium abilities?
Oh, good question.
It does, but yet it kind of softens it a little bit. So like it's like the volume is much louder and there's less static. But yeah, I can't. It's hard to communicate when I'm high because it's like, yeah, that one thing. It's
Have you ever been talking to a spirit while you were high and then realized it was just a sandwich?
Realized it was just a sandwich.
I got a couple things I want to get to before the WTF news. This is huge news for a lot of people. And I didn't realize it was big news because I thought I was the only one that noticed this. But it's McDonald's is finally bringing back Orange High C after 4-year hiatus.
I know a lot of people that are gonna be happy about that.
Really? Do you think so too, or are you just?
I mean, that's why they're bringing it
no.
back because so many people demanded to bring it back.
They
It's
need to
not
bring
like
back ecto coolers.
bring back what?
they do. They had ecto coolers for a while, Tifo.
What is that?
The Ghostbuster themed high C that they had back in the day.
You know they have 3D Doritos out right now, right?
Back in the day, it was only like a couple of years ago.
I'm talking about original OG back in the day.
he said ecto coolers. If that doesn't say
why you're single,
lonely.
Aww.
High C is now available at your local McDonald's again. I don't know why they got rid of the High C, but they replaced it with like a Orange Crush or something that was
Fanta.
That was terrible.
The girls love it. Well, one of my girls loves it.
They like it better than the High C.
I don't even know if they've ever had High C, so they're about to have their world rocked.
McDonald's Instagram said,
what is this goodness?
McDonald's Instagram said dreams do come true when they announced it that finally I can complete my Big Mac combo the way it was meant to be with the High C. So it has returned.
They did it for the same reason that Coke did New Coke, so that they could come back out with the High C and be heroes and make a bunch of money.
Yeah, it's the same thing that's going to happen with like the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell. You guys,
Taco Bell's. This whole thing with Taco Bell has been like one of those genius marketing campaigns I've ever seen. Like it's
I talk about Taco Bell every day. Damn it.
Yeah, so Taco Bell's I think was on the lower end of the probably just before Burger King on the yes, always Georgia, we're always about food. And so they branded themselves, so like you saw the Taco Bell's getting a makeover, and then they took everything off the menu, and now we're all talking about Taco Bell. We're not talking about Taco Bell before this, so now we're all talking about Taco Bell. They take everything away, and everybody's like, "What the fuck? Why are you guys taking everything away?" And then they're gonna put it all back, and everybody's gonna go to Taco Bell. It's the same thing they've been doing with the that Burger King or McDonald's does with the McRib.
And this is your segment of Gina's predictions.
The nacho fries that they did with the nacho fries, they take something away and then they bring it back because it creates a buzz and it brings people back around. And so the thing with Taco Bell, I believe it was like a huge marketing campaign.
It would make sense. It would make sense because like with the Mexican pizzas, they still have all the ingredients. It's like, why do you stop making? It's not like you had to bring something in. It's tortilla, beans, meat, cheese, and sauce. You have all that stuff still.
Well, here's the weird thing: the quesarito, they still have it, but you can only get it if you order it off of the app for delivery or for pickup. You can't.
This is the third time you brought up the quesarito, Chris.
This is the third time because it's delicious.
Are they giving you a quesarito every time you mention it? Is that like?
I wish. But no, it's the same. But no, I'm just talking about the marketing aspect of it. Is you can they want you to use the app, so they made it where you can only order that. You can't walk into a Taco Bell and be like, yeah, like a quesarito, even though they have the ingredients right there. They will not let you order it in person.
Now, John, did you say you have issues with Taco Bell?
I do actually. I just don't understand what they're doing, and I'm personally upset with it. Like I want to write a letter, or I need somebody to know how I feel, because they're just taking the best things off, and then
I thought that was only
finally come out with the dollar menu, and I feel like it's just the scraps at the end of the day.
They're good scraps, though. I mean,
I felt like that it was only a fat thing that to actually. I didn't know a skinny person would actually be compelled to write a fast food place a letter. I thought that
I would 100% be the
Those are the only people that do write letters. They don't write.
No,
only skinny people write letters. Fat people move on and breathe heavy.
Okay, so let me give you an inside secret. So yes, I do write letters to things that severely disappoint me. However, I also do write letters and I let them know when they're doing very well. And that is actually when you get the free coupons and all the free food. Is when you let them know how good they're doing.
Yes.
I need to start doing that.
Now I just see John writing letters like, "Dear McDonald's, good job, keep it up."
Yeah.
I do have to say
Dear Summer's Eve, thank you for your.
I do have to say one more quick thing because we always end up on food, and Georgia pointed it out, our producer. But I don't know if you guys have ever had it, and I haven't had it in a minute. But if you go to McDonald's, the steak bagels are phenomenal, and Josh brought them up. Josh Mosher,
steak.
Yeah, steak in quotations. The steak bagels are amazing. Are they gone? What?
Yeah, they're gone. They've been gone.
Yeah, they'll bring them back they'll be like limited time only, and then they just keep doing that. It's marketing.
And you call yourself a fat man, and you don't even know this.
Yeah.
I used to order them as I used to call them Stagels, and I said, "Hey, can I get a Stagel?" And they knew what I was talking about because
they're so clever, just like you.
because they're used to translating high.
All right. So the next thing was so Bruce Springsteen had that big ad in the Super Bowl. It was a great ad. It was the Jeep ad, so it was Toledo Proud, 419 Proud, and he was talking about how the right the left, the red, the blue, the common. We're all on common ground because we're all standing on the same ground. So we have to find common ground. It was a great 2-minute ad. Cost Jeep millions, and it's the ad that was most talked about really from the Super Bowl. Well, now it turns out that Bruce Springsteen was arrested back in November for he's facing drunk driving charges in New Jersey. And
was he driving a Jeep?
No, I don't know if he was driving. He doesn't say what he was driving, but I guess that now Jeep is reconsidering the ad. They've actually put the ad on hold on running.
Come on. Oh my God. This shit drives me so insane. I can't even anymore.
Yeah.
And this one I agree with. I mean, dude, I don't think any less of Bruce Springsteen because you took a couple road pops. Now, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. You shouldn't do it, but it's a bad judgment. I don't judge you over. You've been around in my head for 40 years. I don't.
First of all, he's been drinking and driving for 40 years.
Yeah.
How about kudos for that, buddy? You've done it this long and haven't gotten caught. Now. He gets caught one fucking time and people want to sever ties. The man is consistent.
Well, let's not assume he didn't get caught. He's probably got caught lots of times. He just finally got that cop who was like, I never really liked Bruce Springsteen.
I know.
Yeah. You know what? It was that one cop who was like, Bruce Springsteen? Who the fuck is Bruce Springsteen? And you're like, man, he's got to shit himself every time he sees somebody under the age of 30. Like, as a cop, he's just like, this dude has no idea who I am.
Well, the article that I read said, sorry, Andrew, but it said he's never been a drinker. Okay, first of all, Bruce Springsteen's 71. He's a rock star. Okay. The guy's never been a big drinker. You'll see him with alcohol in his hand, but he doesn't drink and drive. I can't believe his first time being caught that they wouldn't just issue him a citation. That was the article I read. I'm like, first of all, it was probably the 11th time that he was caught, and they were like, bro, I got to write you a ticket now.
This time.
Stop doing the things that you're not supposed to do.
Probably like a cop in his neighborhood. It's like, Bruce, fuck, dude, I've told you. I've taken you home. Followed you home 10 times. What are you
doing? I wrote you a ticket.
I
wrote you a ticket on a rocking horse for the love of God. What are you doing?
Am I the only one surprised that somebody of Bruce Springsteen's caliber is driving himself around?
Right?
Yes.
But he's just like a regular old guy from Jersey.
He's 71 years old. He hasn't had a
Bruce
hit.
Freaking Springsteen.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Plus, but I don't think that he should. I don't think drunk driving is fine in any capacity at all, and I'm not condoning that. But how can you take away from whatever ad happened at the Super Bowl to something that happened in November? Like because
drunk driving is one of those things that is wrong. You shouldn't do it. It's bad decision. But I don't think different of you as a person. I don't think if you get one drunk driving, it's like you probably shouldn't have been in fucking. Probably shouldn't have had that extra pitcher of margaritas at Ventura's or whatever. I mean, I don't think bad. Like I wouldn't think badly of Jeep because they had a guy that's Bruce Springsteen that got a ticket. There's
going to be one small group that complains about it, and that's who they're doing this for.
And here's the thing that they're missing. What better vehicle to be driving while drunk than something that can go over all terrain? So if you're hammered and you pull off and you drive off the highway, the likelihood of you dying is null because you're driving a fucking Jeep. Like, why did Isotoner get rid of O.J. Simpson? I mean, Jesus Christ, you had an opportunity to go, these gloves always fit. Why did Hertz get rid of him? Because when I'm running from the cops, I want my car ready and running under a canopy.
Well, and here's the other thing. This is why the Gorilla Glue thing, you should need to hire that girl as a spokesperson, not shun her. She commercials. It's like, man, the Gorilla Glue can glue anything. Just don't put it in your hair. And like that's commercial.
If Gorilla Glue and Frank's Hot Sauce could merge their marketing and ad campaigns, because Frank Hot Sauce is, I put that shit on everything. And then there's Gorilla Glue, and they could have that girl come out and she was like, I put this shit on everything. And
I know.
I still can't get over the fact that was a 40-year-old grown woman responsible for the lives of children.
I didn't read that she was a teacher. I read that she was a business owner.
No, she has 4 children of her own.
Yeah, she has 4 kids, but she's a business owner. I read an article about her, and I actually kind of felt her. She was like, she made a really stupid mistake. It was very stupid, and she fully admits that. And she's just like, man, you guys are awful people. Like, you guys are talking so bad about me. I feel her, though. The internet's wicked. It's a wicked, wicked place.
There should be certain things that if you do them as a person, your opinion and your vote should no longer count ever again. And if you put Gorilla Glue in your hair, I don't give a shit if you tell me not to cross a busy street. I'm going to double check what you said.
Cancel culture.
No,
Demetrius.
I disagree
You're
with
canceled.
that. We need to.
No, I said cancel it. Like, let's be done with it. I'm so
No,
sick
I know.
of- someone makes one mistake and then they can never redeem themselves because the internet says you're a shit person. Sorry, I feel very passionately about this subject.
Oh, I'm not saying she's a shit person. I'm just saying she's super fucking dumb.
All right.
There's a lot of dumb people amongst us.
Yes, and they should all be called out.
Another great story is Alex Trebek, who passed away of cancer a couple months ago.
Shouldn't John be doing this story?
They have now.
Alex Trebek, who passed away a couple months ago, donates clothes to homeless people.
Form of a question, please.
Yeah, in the form of a question.
What is genuine happiness?
Yeah, I mean that seems like a classy dude, and for him donating, or for his estate or his wife or whoever donating his wardrobe to homeless organizations for job interviews, I think is the perfect way for Alex Trebek to be remembered. I mean, I think that's just such a cool story that happened. So good for Alex Trebek. And then the last one I have, and then we'll get over to Tifo. Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley, their surprise relationship reportedly happened super fast, and they're engaged now, and they've only been going out.
Pregnant.
they haven't been going out. She's from Big Little Lies, and then of course he's a Green Bay Packers quarterback. But it's quick. It's crazy how quickly he was with Danica Patrick, the former NASCAR driver, for a long time, and they were together 2 years before breaking up in July of last year, and then he gets with this girl. It just shows that it's got to drive women crazy when you're with a guy and then you can't get him to commit, and then he's like, I'm just not into commitment. I'm not the commitment guy, blah, blah, blah. What happens when you see that guy after you break up and 3 months later, he's engaged to another chick? You're like,
because he's found all the things that he didn't like in a woman in you.
But what if Danica's the one that didn't want to get engaged?
Oh, really?
Okay, with the speed that he started dating this girl and then got engaged, I'm going to go with he definitely wants to get engaged and someone else didn't.
Well, I used to have a little piece of advice I would give to my friends, my guys or girls when I was younger, and they'd come to me with a relationship where someone was trying to drag their feet, and it's been, like you said, like 6 months, and they don't even want to commit. And I was like, well, when they say they don't want to get serious, you just have to add, you have to hear with you at the end of that sentence. I don't want to get serious with you. And you've got to take it for what it is. You have to decide if you want to stick around. It's your choice, but you got to take it for what it is.
Yep.
Here's a great point. They don't say the with you, but it's there.
But yeah. It's just like that, how you do the fortune cookie thing, like in bed. You have to know that when you crack that bitch open, when you start that relationship, end it with you. Always. And that's the problem. People always think that they're they go, well, I'm just going to make them, I'm going to change them. I'm going to make them like me. I'm going to make them want to be with me. And then you're like, look, they pretty much decided that was not a thing for you. And I would like to point out that as lovely as it was for Alex Trebek to donate those things, he was 5'8". So let's just assume like there's a shit ton of tiny people who need jobs.
I feel like 5'8" is the average male height, though, right?
5'9", I think, is the average.
No.
Georgia,
yes. Georgia, look it up.
Or Tiefels. Let's see who finds it first. Tiefels. What's
Maybe
the
5'10".
It's 5'7", actually.
5'9".
5'9".
I don't even want to know your name if you're not 6 foot at least.
Right. Like, could you imagine somebody's 5'8" rolls up in an Alex Trebek suit, and you're just like, wow, you look like a tiny game show host.
Like big brother mentor. I'm just a mentor.
Aw.
I'm 5'8".
You would need 3 of his suits.
Oh, wow, what an asshole you
We're
are.
not talking about width. We're talking about height, Tifo.
Ouch.
All right, let's get into the WTF news with Ebenezer Bushrod. Go ahead, Mr. Bushrod.
Well, famous pizza chain in New Zealand, Hell Pizza, has decided to team up with the adult toy megastore to offer a Valentine's Day promotion. They will be offering a personal massager along with pizza orders for Valentine's Day, since more people are spending time at home this year.
Wait, you broke up. What was the adult toy? What?
John.
What's
What's it called?
Personal massager.
What was the name of it?
People need to hear the air quotes on that one.
It's called King Tut.
It's, they're going to be doing age verification for people opting into the promotion to help reduce the risk of sending one of these toys to somebody under 18. But yeah, that's what they're going to do. Buy a large pizza, get a large
Pizza.
toy.
That sounds so ridiculous and disgusting, but okay, go on.
I'm trying to figure out how they go hand in hand because I just don't
Yeah.
see it. I'm bad.
One goes in your hand.
They both,
the other goes
they're
in your
both
hand.
handheld.
They are both handheld.
Well, you guys have heard of Netflix and chill, right? This is pizza and
And Dill.
fill in the blank.
But I mean, it's like a if you have a partner, and I mean, I don't know. I guess.
All right. What else you got, Ebenezer?
So this is actually a pretty interesting case. I brought it up just because I don't think most people would have heard about it. In New Delhi, there's a case right now where the court has ordered the husband to provide a semen sample so that his ex-wife can get pregnant. Her argument is that she's 35. Her childbearing years are dwindling. She doesn't have time to find and get married again, and she wants the second child. So it's a case that is that's being appealed and going up, and it's a huge reproductive rights case.
Sir, please approach the bench with your pants.
How is this a huge reproductive right? This is not.
Can the court force a man?
No,
to
no,
provide
they
a sample
can't.
to the-
No. You know
According to
what?
this
I'll
court,
go in the
apparently
court
believe you
and
can.
and you know what? You can. By the time you figure out it's nothing but fucking lotion, I would already fucking been on a bus and gone. Like,
yeah, but it's India. It's traffic. You're only going to get
Right,
2
it's
blocks
New Delhi.
before they realize.
I like to go to the old delis, ones that have been around a while, the experience.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
apparently they're apparently they're
I
separated.
love.
Apparently they're
I love
separated.
New York
divorced.
deli news.
So it's a huge reproductive rights case, and that do men have the same reproductive rights as women? Can a man be forced to provide samples so that women can then impregnate themselves?
No, because no, they can't. No.
Did you say ex-wife?
They're actually in the midst of getting divorced.
No.
Both with complaints of mistreatment and violence on both ends.
If you wanted a baby, you should have been nicer to him. So you can't do it now.
It said they were both not nice to each other, though.
I'm just saying, like, that's crazy.
I've heard of splitting assets in a divorce, but come on, one to the left, one to the right. This is insane.
So that's playing out in the Indian courts right now. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
Yes,
with their stuff.
If he's a typical man, she should just wait and grab any kind of sock or tissue that she finds in the garbage.
Wait, you throw away the sock?
You don't?
You watch it?
Oh my.
All right, go. What else?
Kara's got a whole basket of non-matching socks.
Yeah, there's a whole. I got a whole hamper full of just single socks. Just
You know what?
solo.
Now that you mention it, so do I.
She's like, where did all those socks go? I'm like,
No idea what is going on with the stocks in the house.
So,
Wait. Tara's like,
This explains so much.
Kara's like, wait. All my socks come out as pairs, but you and the boy, Demetrius, neither one of you.
He doesn't give a shit what sock it is. He's not being picky. He's just grabbing a sock. It's hers, his. He doesn't care.
yeah. You got to keep it variety filled. You know, a different sock every day. It's like I'm still out in these streets.
What's your name?
What?
I've heard you before.
Why does this sock look 9 months pregnant?
And, hello. And you call yourself Russell Athletic?
All of a sudden, you're just pulling baby socks out of your dryer. What is going on? Where are these baby socks?
Why are they all tan? This is ridiculous.
All right, what else?
So apparently, there's been the rise in police accountability, and people are been insisting on body cams for police officers. And for the most part, as far as body cams are concerned, police departments have been going that way. But apparently, the Beverly Hills PD has found a way around having their body cam footage or footage of them being filmed while. Like you have people filming them while they're performing their duties. They found a way around having that footage posted online. They just start playing copyrighted music while they're being filmed. So then the algorithms on social media will then remove the video because you have the Beatles playing or you have some other copyrighted music playing.
That's interesting.
I'm okay with it as long as they're playing calming music and putting them in a better mood.
Yeah.
But if it's something aggressive and heavy metal,
yeah, you get them all worked up.
So,
I mean, that
that
only works on social media, though. News sites are still going to be able to carry it. Like they're still going to be able to review it. Like it's confused. That's a little confusing to me because body cam footage can only be accessed by the police. It's not like we can go in.
It's hard to get, but it's mostly for people who are filming that third party. So if you got your cell phone out, you're filming the cop doing something, and then all of a sudden they start blasting something that Disney owns. They got good lawyers; those are coming offline right away.
Well, yeah, but it's still going to go to ABC and CNN. I mean, it's kind of just I guess it just buys them a day or two, but it's kind of stupid.
If you see a police speaker truck roll up through your neighborhood, you know ass whoopings are about to be handed out.
Here I am.
it's like all of a sudden the police department buy a shit ton of ice cream trucks and then just start driving through the hood and just start randomly whooping ass.
Wait, why does this black ice cream truck show up every time the cop stops?
But see, I'd be really upset if I ended up with like Celine Dion or something as a soundtrack to my ass beating. Like I want something
that would upset you.
Yes.
Or come on, man.
You are white.
All right, what else?
That's it. I said last but not least. Do you not pay attention?
All right. No, definitely not. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. John Tursky. New show starts a week from Monday. Make sure you check it out and follow John Tursky Medium on Facebook for all the details as we get closer to that. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
For Demetrius Nicodemus, Eastside, Southside, Gina, Chris Tiefel, Ashley P, Donny P, Andrew Z. We'll see you Monday. Bye, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy.
Come on!